Hey everyone, this is Jason Long from JH Media Group, and today I want to talk to you guys real quick about the order of importance of digital marketing tasks. And these are kind of areas of digital marketing. We have a really particular way that we look at digital marketing and the different parts of digital marketing for all clients, but it's different, if you're a different kind of client. And I wanted to go through with you guys how we look at these things, what we look for, and the different areas that are order of importance from most important to least important. So I got some notes. We're going to go through all of these together. All right. The first, number one, biggest thing we look at before we look at anything else is reputation management. So we take a look and we say, how many stars do they have on Google? Because so many people are going to take a look and search Google a review of your business name as like the first thing they do. So we want to make sure that you've got the number of stars that you need. It's a critical piece. It's the first thing we look at. And it's so important. We actually built an entire business on this specifically for healthcare, but it works for everybody, called MedRev. You can check that out at medrev.com. But really important. Reputation is number one. It's also a very quick and easy thing for us to take a look at. We just run it through Google and we can see it right there. A lot of times you can actually see your Google reviews, Yelp reviews, Facebook reviews, everything else right there in the Google listing. But we'll also go take a look in Google and Facebook and Yelp and everything else. All right. The next thing, and this is more so if we're getting a client started, but it's also a really critical piece. And in my opinion, it's the number two piece: content marketing and SEO. Because when you do a lot of SEO, or when you do any SEO, you're ranking up higher and higher, and you don't have to pay for those PPC ads. The higher you rank, if you rank number one for everything that anybody's searching for relating to your business, there's a lot less in the way of ads you're going to have to do. So the value of that is really high. The other aspect of this is that it takes a long time. It's not an overnight thing. At the very minimum, SEO is going to take you 3 months to start ranking for stuff. So doing that first is really important. So, it's not just the content side, it's also the marketing side. And a lot of people forget about this. It's content marketing, not just content. You have to create the content. You have to create interesting, great, readable, shareable content for your particular niche. And then you have to get it out there and you have to promote that content. And we're going to talk in a minute about influencer marketing, but that's after number 3, which is conversion rate optimization, also known as CRO. So conversion rate optimization means that when somebody comes to your website, they can find what they're looking for and they can convert into a paying user. And that might be that they're buying a product or buying a service or having a message delivered to them. It could mean a number of different things. But what it means is that CRO is when a UX designer goes in and takes a look at your site and makes it easy to understand, intuitive, and easy to do business with you. And it cuts down the number of steps people have to take and makes it simple. And that's really important because all the rest of these things, we got 10 things all together in here, they're all driving traffic to your site. And if people get there and they can't see anything, and they can't do the thing that you want them to do when they get there, it doesn't really make that much a difference. So that's why it's number 3. But by the way, we put content marketing and SEO at the top because it takes so long. So we can start working on that, and by the time people start coming into the site, we'll already have the CRO, the content, the conversion rate optimization done by then. But conversion rate optimization is number 3. Number 4, email marketing. So often, clients already have a nice email list. Even if it's just 100 people, a lot of times it's a real targeted specific email list, and that 100 people is 100 really solid potential people. But then very often it's like 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 people on an email list, and so often people aren't doing anything with these emails, with these people on their list. So that's why number 4, setting up really good emails, promotional emails that go out to the right people and say the right things, is part of our list here. That, by the way, also plays in with some aspects of CRO, which is adaptive design, which is helping people make buying decisions at the place in the buying cycle that they're at. But I didn't put that into my list of items here because it kind of fits into lots of different items. All right, number 5, influencer marketing. Now that there's some content, now that you got an email list that's working for you, now that you've got some conversion rate optimization and people can get to the site and it looks really good, then it's time to start reaching out to those influencers. So at this point, you're going to start saying, hey, influencer, whoever you are, here's some great content for you. Here's something that you need to share with all the people that follow you. And that will drive up that SEO, it'll drive up those hits, it'll drive people to that now super well optimized site where people are going to convert into paying customers, whatever that means for you. Then, and a lot of people might disagree with me, but then I think you're ready for PPC. And by the way, PPC, influencer marketing, and even PPC or content marketing, depending upon the site and the client and the product, it could actually be pushed up to the top. But I think that SEO has a greater long-term value, and so I put that up at the top. It really depends on the client for this, and it depends on the needs for the project. But I've got it down at number 7, it's PPC. And that's gonna be Google, Facebook, other social media areas, and retargeting included in all of that. So, like I said, it really, really depends. There are businesses that run their entire business just on Facebook ads. So those kinds of businesses, I'm not talking about them. Obviously, that's a kind of business where they would do Facebook ads and that would be the whole thing. So, or that would be like the first thing you do. This is kind of the average business. So I've got your PPC down at that point. And the reason for that is because you need to convert people once they get there. You need to have good content for them to read. You need to have good content so that Google is not going to charge you crazy amounts of money for people to come into your site. Because if you don't have good content and people just bounce out, Google raises your prices. So you've got to have that content first. It's a content first world these days. So do your content first, which is why PPC is at number 7. Next, we've got social media management. A lot of people are going to go in, they're going to check your reputation, they're going to check your site, they're going to do a number of things, then they're going to go and look at your social media and see, who are these people? What's going on with them? Frankly, I think it's less important than it used to be, but it's still an important thing. You need to show that you're alive, that you are engaged with the people that you're working with. And so obviously this also depends on the size of your business and who you are and who you serve and all of that. But I've got this listed as number 8, is that management aspect and constantly posting out to social media. Next, marketing automation. This is things like lead scoring, more advanced email marketing, integrating the marketing side and what's called MQL, marketing qualified leads, or SQL, sales qualified leads, that whole process into your system. A lot of people I've talked to want to push this up to the top. But the thing is, if you don't have a good reputation, and if you don't have good content, and if you don't have a website that's optimized for conversions, and if you don't already have some email marketing done, and if you don't have at least a little bit of social media in there, it's really hard to do that marketing automation. So you need all of that other stuff coming together. And by the way, the things like PPC and influencer marketing help a ton with that. So you need all of these things coming together. And what I see is people try to start off at the top with a really thorough marketing automation plan. They don't have everything else together. So you got to have all the other pieces, and then you can put them together with lead scoring and marketing automation and all the other stuff that goes along with that. But if you don't have an email list, it's kind of hard to do that. I mean, it's important still, but I put it down near the bottom because you need all the other things first. And then finally, last item on my list is analytics. So obviously you need the right tools to get the right information to make the right decisions. But if you don't have a good reputation and you don't have good content and you don't have an optimized site and you don't have some emails going out to people and you don't have some people out there talking about you and you don't have some ads running that are promoting what you do and you don't have anything going on social media and you don't have any amount of marketing automation going on, maybe you could do without that, then analytics aren't as useful. And so I'm not saying not to do analytics or to put it at the very bottom, but if you're putting together customized dashboards for analytics, I'd kind of probably do it last. You've got analytics already in place through things like Google Analytics and every one of these tools that I already mentioned. You can go and find all these different things and put them, kind of figure out what's going on. But if you want a customized analytics thing where you can see top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel, all of that, it's really nice to have, but I put it at the end because you need all this other stuff. Because if you're not bringing in people and you're not making sales and you're not making money, what are you looking at? So that's it. To recap, we've got number 1, reputation. Number 2, content marketing and SEO. Number 3, conversion rate optimization. Number 4, email marketing. Number 5, influencer marketing. Number 6, PPC. Number 7, social media management. And by the way, PPC was Google, Facebook, other social media, and retargeting. Number 8, marketing automation. And number 9, analytics. And that's it. That's the list of things. So I hope this was helpful and have a great day. Oh, by the way, if you disagree with me, if you have comments, if you have questions, if you think that I did this wrong, post it down in the discussion area in the comments. I'd love to talk to you about it. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.